It all started with a girl named Asha telling her story, that the tsunami that happened 5 years ago was very dangerous. The entire city was submerged in water and millions of people lost their lives. People tried a lot to save themselves and their families, but they didn't succeed. Some people were so many that at that time they went to the rooftops of large buildings, thanks to which their lives were saved. Asha was also among those people. She is very sad. She's also tired, but she still got up bravely. For the past 5 years, Asha has lived in a destroyed building, which was in the middle of the city, which was submerged by the tsunami. There's no one else in the building but her. She arrives on the roof of the building. She had collected rainwater, which she boils and makes coffee for herself, and takes out a hidden radio from there and starts listening to songs that make her feel very good. After that, we see the state of ruin of the whole city. All the buildings are sterile everywhere. Now, in these conditions, the biggest problem for Asha was water, because if there's no rain here, there's a lot of problems for drinking water. Asha wipes water from the items on the roof with a cloth. Then she closes the water mixed with the cloth in the bottle and keeps it. In this way, she collects water to drink, but she also hides it. Because of nothing, many people are such that they have become thieves. They fly. Asha writes down all the bottles that were left in the diary. After that, she starts looking around through the binoculars. Suddenly, an entire building sinks due to the water. In this way, much of the city was submerged in water. Now, when she saw the water underneath, there was a box floating in the water. Asha thinks there must be something necessary in her. That's why she comes to the house below, which has also been completely submerged in the water. But from there, Asha starts pulling her using a rope by pinning her to this box. But one of the fish in the water catches this box. That's why when Asha can't pull it, she goes ahead. When she gets hurt due to the broken spot, but she still doesn't give up. She starts pulling the box inside by applying all the force, and finally she gets the box. When Asha opened the box and looked inside, there was nothing but a bottle of alcohol inside, with which she came. She begins to clean her wound with this liquor. She was sitting in the evening. She started to hear a voice from afar. When she saw through the binoculars, thieves were coming towards this building in search of food. When she sees them, she hides all her belongings under the garbage. Then she also hides in a room that she had made a safe place for herself. As the group of thieves came here, they start checking every house in the building, but they haven't found anything special here. There was also a child in the robbers who started shooting bullets around. That's why Asha is scared, but to control herself, she goes back to her fond memories of the past, in which she sees her younger sister when the two sisters were together. After a while, when the thieves left, Asha came out as well. She falls asleep because it was dark. Every night, Asha sees a nightmare in which she watched her family drown. But even if she wanted to, she couldn't save them. The next day, when she starts sleeping, she suddenly hears a noise in the building. That's why she picks up a torch and checks everywhere, but she can't find anyone. But she suspects that something is definitely wrong. That means someone has come here stealthily. That's why she washes her hands, leaves the soap there, and goes inside. But a little girl comes who picks up the soap. That's when Asha also came here, who had seen this girl. Before she can catch this girl, she punches Asha and runs away from here. She goes to another place and hides. The next morning, Asha went to pick up the girl. She saw that the girl was sleeping on the couch in the other room. Asha looks at her, doesn't do anything so she doesn't disturb her sleep, and goes to cook her food. After a while, we saw that this girl stole a lot of things from Asha's room. From there, this girl gets pictures of Asha and her younger sister. The girl was just looking at those pictures. That's when Asha came back here. Asha takes these pictures of herself, but the girl herself runs away from here. Asha didn't understand anything. What should she do with this girl now? But for now, she's taking that thing out of her mind. The girl was still in the room below where there was a lot of water. Asha also felt sorry for this girl, so she makes noodles for this girl and takes them off. I don't know how long it's been since this girl has eaten food. Thinking about that, Asha gives her noodles. The girl doesn't take any of Asha's noodles, so she keeps them there and goes upstairs to her room. After that, the girl eats them too. Now, the next day, as a thank you to Asha, she returns all those things she stole from Asha's room. The girl imitated Asha while eating. I mean, how to eat noodles, how to go upstairs. Seeing this, Asha also starts laughing a lot. Now, after a long time, Asha's face was smiling, but since she hadn't spoken to anyone for many years, so for now, she's not talking to the girl either. And at night, she also puts the girl's bed next to hers in her own room. But the girl didn't feel sleepy, so she starts crying. She says, I miss my mom and dad a lot. Seeing this, Asha talks to him for the first time. She says, "Don't worry, we'll find your mom and dad." Then the girl also talks to him and says, "My name is Hay." After that, the next morning, Asha and Hay both go to the roof. While playing, the girl removes the tape from the door lock. Because of this, the door closed and was completely locked, which means both are stuck on the roof. Seeing this, Asha begins to become very worried. In fact, the lock on this door was broken, which is why Asha had put tape on the lock. But after removing the tape, the lock was locked and both were stuck on the roof. Now, worrying Asha, Hay grabs a rope and with Asha's help, opens the door. Asha is also surprised and happy, but at the same time, she also explains this look to him. "I made a setup for everything here. That's why without asking, don't touch anything, okay? And yes, don't make any noise here either, or the thieves will come here." Here, Hay tells Asha that we should get out of here. After all, how long are we going to stay here? Staying here is not without all danger. But for that, she clearly refuses. After a while, Asha noticed that the family necklace she was wearing was missing from her neck, so she became very worried. She starts looking for him everywhere. She thinks Hay must have stolen it, which is why when Asha asks Hay about it, she felt very bad that Asha thinks of her as a thief. She got angry with her. Without saying anything, she grabs all her things and moves to the other room. In the morning, Asha sees Hay washing drinking water to wash clothes. On top of that, she had wasted a lot of other things, but because she was angry, that's why Asha didn't say anything to her. But when Asha was sleeping, she had a nightmare again. She saw that when there was a storm in the sea how fast the water came into my house. She is scared and runs away like a coward. After seeing such a terrible dream, she was scared. She starts screaming, but after hearing her voice, Hay comes over and starts cheering her on by waking her up, with which the two of them begin to talk again. Here, Asha explains to Hay how to stay here. First of all, she says at least use less water. I mean, how to use drinking water and how to wash clothes. Also, you have to stay away from electricity too. Don't listen to the radio in a loud voice, because after hearing the voice, thieves will come here. Here, Hay questions Asha about a room that has been closed for a long time. Speaking of which, Asha tells him that this room smells bad, so don't open it even by mistake. Now, Asha doesn't tell him why the smell was coming. The next morning, Hay listens to the news on the radio where he is told that the government is helping the survivors. All survivors are sent to other safe cities. All food and necessities are donated where they live their new lives comfortably. Hay tells Asha this news and says that we should also go to the place given by the government, but Asha clearly refuses once again. Hearing this, Hay feels bad and calls out to Asha that why can't you deal with the situation? Why you think you'll always stay here? But when Asha refuses again, Hay decides to go alone. Now she joins the plastic bottles together and starts making a boat for herself to go to this place. Seeing this, Asha tells him that it is dangerous to get out of this building because there are sharks and other dangerous fish in the water. Also, this place is very far from where you are going. To get there, food and necessities can recover. We can even get lost in the water. Hearing this, Hay shows him a flare gun and says, "Look, I've got this. I can protect myself with that." Asha freaks out after seeing the flare gun. She snatches the gun from Hay and says she doesn't even shoot by mistake. The robbers can come here after hearing her. Now, because Asha was strict with Hay, after a while, she apologizes to her and lovingly says this, "Look, listen to me. I've tried to get out of here many times before today, but I've never succeeded." As she recounts this, she still remembers a time in the past when she had decided that I would leave my house because the first thing her mom and dad brought home, they gave to her younger sister. Because of this, she used to get angry and jealous of her sister. This is the reason why his relationship with his mother and father was not good at all. Seeing her parents' behavior like this, she was very annoyed. Her younger sister has always been valued. Because of this, she used to fight with her mom and dad. So today she leaves home, but Asha's sister stopped her from leaving. In the present time, Asha sees that her necklace is lying there. It was broken and fell off his neck. This means that it wasn't Hay's fault in this. She didn't steal the necklace. As a result, Asha was very embarrassed and she apologized to Hay. Because it was raining a lot the next day, so they collected a lot of water to drink. But one day, Asha realized in that rush that this place is not safe for a long time. It would be better to leave and stay in the place given by the government. Then she also accepts Hay's words and started helping her make a boat to go to this place. From a past scene, we learned that when Asha left home, her sister was also with her. Suddenly, there was a tsunami here, and because of that, there was chaos everywhere. People started running here and there out of fear. Asha was very sad that she couldn't save her sister. She was sad in the present time remembering this, and she was content to think that now she has another sister in the form of Hay. That's why the next morning, she gives Hay her necklace as a gift. After a few days, his small boat prepares to go to the place where they were ready to go. But here, by mistake, Hay turns on the radio and the thieves come here. Seeing this, they quickly hide all their belongings and Hay quickly hides in the fake wooden wall, while Asha hides in the same smelly old room. The thieves come here and start scattering all the personal belongings that are in the house and the food they were receiving. They kept it with them. Meanwhile, they find Hay too much of this fake wall. The thieves catch her. Because of this, she started screaming. Even Asha could hear his voice, but she was very scared. She wasn't able to figure out how to save Hay. Now the thieves are breaking their boat too. After that, they went into the smelly room. Asha remembers her past here. She saw how the sisters were in danger, but still, she couldn't save her. But in the present, she says to herself, I'm not going to repeat this mistake, and she comes out of it with a lot of courage to save Hay. She had a flare gun, so she killed a man who came to her, and then she ran away and came to another house where she set up a trap for the robbers, and she turns on the radio there. Hearing the voice, 2 to 3 thieves enter. Asha attacks them by getting them a chance. She starts fighting with them and kills all the men there. Now the thieves' head has caught Hay, and he sends his other men to find Asha. Because of this, Asha will once again hide in this smelly room. Here, it was discovered why there was a smell in that room. Actually, there were a lot of corpses here, rotting, and the stench was coming from them. But Asha keeps 2, 3 corpses in front because that was her plan. First, she scares the thief with the help of corpses. After that, she herself comes in front and kills him. After killing him, Asha snatches her knife and also puts an end to her remaining companions, and now she reaches the head of the robbers, which was actually on a ship, where Asha is also fighting with the head. As a result, all 3 accidentally fall into the water. Now, before the shark comes here, Asha quickly takes Hay and goes to a place and hides, and now when the thief was in the water, a big shark came here that kills the thief with 1 shot. He ate it alive. After that, the 2 quickly boarded the thief's ship, which ultimately saved their lives. This ship was good. There was everything to eat and drink here, while Asha was able to sleep without nightmares for the first time that night. When the 2 woke up in the morning, there was a smile on their faces because now they saw their new life. The 2 stand in the same place and look forward with hopeful eyes.